...2020 was a bit of a lonely year for the old gig bag. You just don't need much when you're rehearsing over Zoom. Fortunately, 2021 is looking up. I've even had some need for some new gear. First, let's talk instruments and related stuff like that. 2 flutes, 3 whistles, whistle holder, and a flute stand. More on that later. All that goes in this bag, which I got from one of those leather shops in the mall. It's fine, it's pretty basic. Holds everything, and since I'm coming from work, it also usually holds my laptop and a hard drive and cables and random other crap like that. And that's it. That covers gigs, and it would certainly cover a session, although really if I'm going to a session, I'm pretty much never bringing anything other than the flute and a D whistle. For gigs though, this stand goes on the ground next to my feet, and it holds the flute and the A and the F whistles. This is a drumstick holder that clamps onto the mic stand, and it holds typically just the D whistle, though sometimes a C and a B flat if I need those. If you want to know the story behind all these decorations, I've got a whole kind of behind the scenes thing on Patreon. It's not entirely safe for work. Now let's talk gear. This is our new mixer setup. It weighs a ton, but it's really cool. Top down, we've got a Furman power conditioner. Basically just gives us one place to plug everything into, plus it's got these cool lights that come out. Then we've got a drawer in here, which holds 2 things really. It holds a tablet, a little Android tablet, more on that later, and this router. You do have to have an external router for this thing, because the one that's built in is apparently terrible. Small price to pay. All of that and this very, very heavy rack to support the mixer, which in my case is a Behringer XR18. What it means for us is that we can have 6 monitor mixes and all the channels we'll possibly need, and it's all mixed from a tablet. This is just a cheap Android one, but obviously it works with iPad or anything, and it makes setup a breeze. When we play the same venues, we can save programs, sound check immediately, saves us a ton of time. This is a bag full of XLR cables. To be clear, this is not necessary. I used a bag from Trader Joe's for years and that worked perfectly fine, but look at the organization on this thing. Look how cool that is. Dividing pockets, and I've taken the liberty of color coding all of my cables to the Roy G. Biv standard scale, wavelength, cable length, that whole thing. Rather proud of that one. The bag also holds all our mics. I'm using a Shure, zippers are rather loud. I'm using it, where the hell did I put it? I'm using a Shure Beta 58. Check out this video if you want to find details on why I use the mics that I do. But it also holds this thing. The only in-ear rig I ever used was a Behringer P16, which is fantastic. You get all of the mix and you can pan stuff left and right, and it makes life really simple. This is not the same thing. This is about 1/4 of the price, and it's mono, and it gives me one of the mixes that I can set up on the Behringer. It makes it a really simple, affordable, easy way to get in-ear monitors with a rig like this. So that's the whole rig. I hope you guys like this. I'm a gear guy. I like talking about it. I like learning about it. All the information on details of stuff that I'm using is in the description down below. Check that out if you want. Let me know what y'all think. What do you guys use? Same stuff? Different stuff? Let me know. See y'all in the next one, guys. Cheers. That's heavy. Wow.